The announcement of yesterday's cost of living package was an admission that the budget wasn't enough. Let's not forget that it was billed a giveaway budget, and yet it still failed to protect the most vulnerable in our society. Last September, the Social Democrats warned that the budget was not enough. Not enough to provide sustainable relief to struggling households. Not enough to address the long-running crisis in health and housing. And not enough to lift people out of poverty. Yesterday, Deputy Shortall made it clear that this latest package would again fail to protect the most vulnerable in our society, and today I would like to draw your attention to the experience of businesses. When you announced the temporary business energy support scheme last September, the Social Democrats welcomed it in principle. Unlike the COVID crisis, when wages needed to be supported, the current crisis necessitates the support of viable but vulnerable businesses in paying their energy bills. Those businesses that without the energy crisis would be in financial difficulty. In terms of funding, this government support scheme broadly mirrored the Social Democrats' alternative budget proposal. However, the execution has left much to be desired. The Department of Finance's figures speak for themselves. Over 1.25 billion provided to the TBES, and just 17.5 million has been paid out so far. That is just unbelievable. At a time when 69% of businesses are worried about energy costs, the third highest figure globally, that level of uptake is a damning indictment of the scheme. Clearly, the first iteration of this scheme was not fit for purpose. You'd seriously have to question the level of stakeholder engagement that was carried out ahead of its launch. I'd have thought a party like Fine Gael that prides itself on supporting businesses and has held the business brief since government was formed would have come up with a more workable scheme. Nonetheless, I welcome the decision, albeit late in the day, to extend and amend the scheme in order to assist viable but vulnerable businesses. But there's still an issue that I'd like to flag. It has come to my attention that some businesses whose premises are located on business campuses can't avail of the scheme. Where units in a wider campus all share one electricity meter, very often the bills are divided up by the landlord based on the unit size. So in such cases, because businesses renting units share electricity supply, they can't avail of the scheme. So Minister, could you please ensure that the scheme is amended to ensure that these businesses are not excluded from supports? And finally, Minister, I'd just like to say that we must ensure that this energy crisis does not turn into a sustained job crisis. Hopefully the reduction in wholesale energy prices will soon be reflected in business energy bills. But in the meantime, we need a scheme that is fit for purpose, that is accessible, that isn't so convoluted, people aren't drawing down from it. One which protects struggling small businesses, but doesn't line the pockets of already profitable businesses. Thank you.